Online learning isn't new, but the state of Florida is pushing the boundaries.
When we started 15 years ago, no one ever thought that this would be a successful instructional model. It was kind of like, okay, get this over with, when is this going to go away? When's this grant up?
My principal told me when I left, he's like, you'll be back next year. It won't last. It won't last. And when I went to my orientation, they said people told us it wouldn't last, and the chart just shows the numbers are going by leaps and bounds.
What we're starting to see in Florida is that students are literally starting to ask the question, do I want to take trigonometry with Mrs. Smith, or would I prefer to take it through the Florida Virtual School? And the system is set up so that the money follows the child. And the providers, through the virtual education, are only compensated when the child successfully completes the course, right? So there's preliminary research on this that actually shows higher rates of course completion and bigger student learning gains through these virtual methods.
Technology, as it is in many other elements of education reform, can be a solution to make tests better and easier for us.
It's open to every Florida kid, whether they're in a public district school, charter school, homeschool, or private school. And to every one of those kids, it's free.
If you're in grades 6 through 12, then you have a right to go sign up for Florida Virtual School for anything that you want.
Ever since 2000, every student in Florida can opt out of their neighborhood school's 6th grade language arts class, 8th grade history class, or 10th grade algebra class and take those courses online instead, or any of over 100 other courses. Florida is now considered the leading state in the delivery of online learning.
Me getting the class schedule I want. Me being part of
a learning community that's
growing in record numbers.
Me mastering math.
Computer science.
Driver's ed. AP statistics.
Chinese at my pace.
Me experiencing a new commitment to education.
Me changing my future.
Welcome to the Me Learning community at Florida Virtual School. Right now, grades K through 12, public, private, and homeschool students can choose from over 100 fully accredited, free online courses. Learn more at melearningtoday.com.
They passed a piece of legislation that actually require Florida students to take a virtual lesson or course in order to graduate. So, but even before that, there was enormous growth in the percentage of Florida children that are taking online courses.
Last year in Florida Virtual School, we served 150,000 students for 260,000 half-credit enrollments. This year, the expectation is we'll serve probably about 180,000 students for over 300,000 enrollments.
So we're going to show you how to do these trinomials that you were struggling with and get that taken care of, okay?
After taking the main lesson online, students can then have an interactive one-on-one session with the teacher to ask questions and make sure the concepts are clear.
Kids can call the teachers anytime they want. So if we have kids who are only taking physics on Saturday, then the teacher would know that, and the teacher would make themselves available to that student.
It doesn't take the human out of the equation as much as introduce new humans into the equation who may not be in your same classroom. The second thing that it will do, again, is it broaden the conversation. So instead of me speaking to 25 students in one classroom, I have 25 students in 12 cities.
Kids' parents listen. Parents have emailed me and said, Mr. Wigg, you're hilarious. I love what you're doing. I'm just sitting here listening, and I had no clue what you were talking about until you started talking, and I learned something. So the parents all the time are the funny ones. They're the ones who will call me and say, I loved your lesson. I'm like, I didn't even know you were there.
The ability to sort of customize education, to choose the sorts of classes that interest you for your own goals, the ability to remediate deficiencies or to race ahead if you want to do more advanced coursework. It's a very kind of exciting time for education reform.
Great things going on in Florida, but just in the short time I've been there, I've talked to people inside of the department and outside who said people still aren't really getting a good grasp on how important this is and what it means. And so you could still have a smorgasbord and have people who are malnourished. And it's not because they lack options, it's because they haven't been taught how to pick and choose the best. And I see that with the virtual learning. Big state, big virtual market, still enough people aren't utilizing it.